Target shooter executed 4-year-old girl after gunning grandfather. Ethan Nienaker, Austin target shooter charged with 2 counts of capital murder and 1 count of first-degree felony murder in the deaths of Target worker Hector Leopoldo Martinez Machuca, grandfather Adam Chow, and the man's 4-year-old granddaughter, who was shot dead as she sat in the back of her grandfather's car. Texas authorities have identified the 3 victims shot dead at the hands of a crazed gunman with a long history of criminal arrests as he went on a shooting rampage at a Target store in Austin on Monday. Ethan Nienaker, the 32-year-old alleged gunman, faces 2 counts of capital murder and 1 count of first-degree felony murder in the deaths of Hector Leopoldo Martinez Machuca, 24, Adam Chow, 65, and Chow's 4-year-old granddaughter, Astrid Chow, according to Austin, Texas authorities. Austin shooter guns down 65-year-old granddad before reaching inside car and killing 4-year-old granddaughter. The extent of the horrors, including the grandfather being gunned down as he sat in the front seat of his Toyota before the gunman reaching inside and shooting his 4-year-old daughter point blank as she sat in the backseat, was described during a Tuesday press conference. Chief Lisa Davis stated Ethan Nienaker first, randomly, shooting Machuca at the store parking lot about 2:15 p.m. as he collected trolleys. He then fired at a black Jeep that tried to evade his shot, before turning his gun on Chow's gray Toyota 4Runner. Chow was shot in the driver's seat, then fired into the back seats, hitting the granddaughter, Davis alleged. The mortally wounded grandfather's wife tried to carry the girl to safety, when Nienaker pushed them out of the car and drove away. Adam Chow and the 4-year-old granddaughter were pronounced deceased on scene at 2:39 and 2:50 p.m. About 2:20 p.m. the alleged gunman pulled up next to a water truck parked by the side of the Mopac Expressway, allegedly assaulting its driver, and pulled him out of the vehicle. Nienaker tried to drive the truck away but wasn't able to, instead chasing the truck driver away with his pistol before returning to the Toyota. Austin target shooter flees scene. 5 minutes later he crashed into a Volkswagen before landing on top of an Infiniti SUV, then allegedly attacked and carjacked the Volkswagen driver. Nienaker only drove that car until 2:34 p.m. when he tried to steal a Waymo car, but failed and got back in the Volkswagen. Minutes later, a church acquaintance of Nienaker stated a brick came flying through the window of his house on La Casa Drive after the gunman threw it. Nienaker's alleged rampage continued until 2:58 p.m. when he was spotted walking naked through a backyard down the street from the one he just threw a brick at. He was seen running into a porta potty, then running away again before police found him and demanded he surrender. When he refused, police fired their tasers and he was arrested at 3:06 p.m. Casualties reported at Target store parking lot. Nienaker's booking photo showed him with several fresh cuts on his face. Austin Police Chief Lisa Davis said during a press conference on Monday that he stole 2 cars after the shooting, and wrecked the first one while fleeing from cops. Nienaker was described as white and wearing a Hawaiian shirt at the time of the shooting. Police said they received calls about the shooting 15 minutes later and rushed to the scene within 4 minutes. They found 3 people bleeding out with gunshot wounds in the parking lot. Medics pronounced 2 of the victims dead at the scene, while a third died from their injuries while being rushed to hospital. Police Chief Davis told reporters on Monday evening that Nienaker has a history of mental health issues and a prior criminal history. Prior arrest records show Nienaker having been arrested numerous times since 2011, including an apprehension in August 2015 for assaulting a family member. Nienaker was also previously arrested for driving while intoxicated twice, criminal mischief, and a violation of a bond or protective order. A suspected motive for the shootings and the names and ages of the victims have not yet been disclosed. A spokesperson for Target also said it will be providing counseling to staff members who experienced the shooting. "We are devastated by the violence that occurred today at our store in Austin, Texas. Our hearts are with the families and loved ones of those who lost their lives, our team in Austin, and all those impacted by this tragedy," the spokesperson said. "We are working with law enforcement as they conduct their investigation and are grateful to the first responders who acted quickly at the scene. In the days ahead, we will continue partnering with law enforcement and will be providing support resources, including grief counseling, to our team. To date, no motive was known for the mass shooting. Like and subscribe for more.